Kevin here with my 1, 2, 3 cents on Monday Night Raw from Monday, January 3rd, 2011. Thought the show overall was really good and really enjoyed the fact that they led off with a WWE Championship match between John Morrison and The Miz. Those two really brought their A game to this performance. I thought, quite frankly, though, that it could have been on pay-per-view. I think fans would have paid to see that match. A lot of great action. Morrison taking some really high risks, and they really paid off. Critics online praising both men for their performance. The Miz, of course, coming out on top, which I figured would happen. I really like the fact that he is still the champion, although I do like John Morrison as well, and I do think that he has a bright future ahead of him and will remain a top player, or hopefully be elevated more into a top player status in the coming year here. Also want to transition into now who the number one contender is, which is Randy Orton. Not really a fan of this move by WWE. This seems to be the scenario, though. We go back to the guys who have been in the title picture and continue to keep them in the title hunt. Randy Orton, John Cena, Triple H, and when Dave Bautista was around, he was in the title hunt a lot too. If you look back on the pay-per-views from the last probably three years or so, these 3 or 4 men's names keep coming up in the main event for the title contention. So was hoping to kind of see something different at the Royal Rumble. We have seen The Miz and Orton in the last few weeks go at it several times, so I was kind of hoping for something different. But I guess we'll just kind of wait and see how that all plays itself out. Also wanted to comment on CM Punk and his hostile takeover, if you will, of the Nexus. I guess in part hostile takeover. If you ask Wade Barrett, he probably found it kind of hostile. He, of course, now is a man without a country, so to speak. Not exactly sure what's next for him. I did like him being in Nexus. I thought he was a natural leader for the group and a great heel. But I also like the fact that Punk has been brought in. I mentioned in my post last week that Punk brings some stability and some experience to the group, which I really think it needs. So we'll kind of wait and see where that goes with Wade Barrett and where he ends up. Hopefully, though, I don't want to see him and John Cena end up as tag team champions, although that may end up happening one time down the road. And speaking of tag team champions, Santino and on Raw last night, not defending, but at least wrestling with the tag team titles, wrestling against the Usos. Of course, the Usos come out on top on that match. Thought it was a little unusual, but we'll see where we're going from here. Was kind of hoping the title match would have been, or the match would have been for the titles, but you know, I can't make everything happen the way I want it to happen, so we'll just kind of wait and see where that plays out as well. So overall, Monday Night Raw, I give it 2 thumbs up. I do think the championship match, the WWE Championship match, was a big, significant part of that. Could have done without the Del Rio promo and performance. I'm not sure why he was on Raw, though I do understand that they are kind of pushing him pretty heavily. So I would imagine he's going to be a top player here in the next few months as well. And for now, that's my 1, 2, 3 cents.